Welcome to the Vegas Insider channel here on YouTube as we take a look at a pair of Game 5s in the NBA playoffs on Tuesday night. Kevin Rogers with you, and both series facing a similar path where the home team has won each of the first 4 games. First will begin in Miami between the Heat and the 76ers. Heat looked like they were in control, winning the first 2 at home, but then Joel Embiid came back for the next 2 in Philadelphia, and the 76ers captured both those games. So now 2-2 heading back to FTX Arena for Game 5 on Tuesday. And we're going to focus on a first quarter total here for our first best bet between the Sixers and the Heat. And Miami's three-point shooting has not been so hot during this series. Now, in Game 2, the Heat knocked down 14 three-pointers. However, in the other 3 games, the Heat have hit a total of 23 shots from long distance, including going 7 of 35 and 7 of 30 in the 2 games in Philadelphia. So I don't think it's just going to magically turn around by coming back home. And also the Heat and 76ers coming off a high-scoring game in Game 4, 58 combined points in the opening quarter. The Heat, so far through the playoffs at home, they have seen first quarter scores of 40, 51, 43, 52, and 55. And the 55 came in Game 2 against Philadelphia. For my first best bet, I'm going to take the under in the first quarter between the Heat and the 76ers. That number is at 54. I think things will slow down a bit after you had some hot quarters in Game 4 in Philadelphia. And the Heat, with their shooting problems, I'm not going to depend on them to have a high-scoring quarter. I think we go a little bit lower here out of the gate. So under 54 points in the first quarter between the Heat and the 76ers. Now out west to the Mavericks and the Suns. Phoenix up 2-0 in control, but then Dallas went home and they won a pair of games, including Sunday's victory, where they hit 23 pointers to beat Phoenix as a 3-point underdog. Now going back to the Valley of the Sun. And the first 2 games of the series easily went over the total. Game 3, easily under. Game 4 was on a great over pace, 124 combined points in the first half. But then in the second half, considerably slowing down, just 88 points, only a few points away from a third over in this series, but it went under. So for our best bet between the Mavericks and the Suns, we're going to take the over in the game. And this is the lowest total we've seen throughout this series between these 2 teams. First 2 games, track meets. Game 3, fine, lower scoring. And yes, you could say in Game 5 that Dallas probably won't hit 23s again like they did in Game 4. But I think that we got to take advantage of this. You had the pace in Game 4 in the first half, dropped off in the second half. We'll take the over for Game 5 between the Suns and the Mavericks. So to recap our picks for Tuesday night in the NBA playoffs, we'll take the under in the first quarter between the Heat and the 76ers and over for the game between the Mavericks and the Suns. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And also we'll have Wednesday playoff picks for the Celtics and the Bucks heading back to Boston, as well as the Grizzlies and the Warriors back in Memphis. I am Kevin Rogers. Thanks a lot for watching. And as always, best of luck with your bets.